When we're younger, there's certain bands that we latch onto, and we don't really know why we latch onto them, but for some reason they... Hold on, this doesn't feel right. Okay, cool. Listen, there comes a time in every young person's life when they tend to glom on to some band, and there is no explanation to it. It's just like at the right amount of time, this band said exactly what they were thinking, and they knew exactly how they were feeling at the exact moment they were feeling it. And you're just all like, there is no other option. This is my personality now. And for me, that happened to be UnderOath in the middle of my junior year. It wasn't so much that like, it was like, oh, it's so like, I'm in the scene and I want to be a part of that life, but it was like I was making the transition from like heavy conservative Christian backgrounds to like, what can I listen to, and like what is my like my musical taste like dive into, because I wasn't just like tasting everything. I was only tasting one specific thing. So then like the gateway drug for any like Christian teen upbringing was always like alternative rock with like a little bit of an edge. So then you had a lot of people that were just all like, did you know Switchfoot was Christian? Did you know Skillet's Christian? Obviously. Did you know like, and it was just all these bands that were like on the cusp of like, you were able to rock with them, but then you're also like, also they go to church sometimes, or they were trained in the church, and that's how they became musically inclined. But once I discovered UnderOath, and I was like, they're under tooth and nail. This is a Christian band, and they have a really good sound that I'm just like, this is it. I don't like, this is what I'm putting on repeat. And I had a friend, Alex Bourne, he burned me their first CD, and it was just like, okay, I've got these MP3s saved on my laptop, but this is all I listen to whenever I'm riding the bus to school, or I'm riding the bus home and walking home. This is what's on repeat. And I don't know if I just listen to it so much, but like their Only Chasing Safety album, no skips. There's no skips on it at all. And I don't know if it's because I listened to it so much that there were no skips, but it was just that perfect that there were no skips. It was amazing. Over the years, I've had time to like run onto these guys, and I was just like, okay, as soon as I get out of Alaska, I'm gonna go see one of these shows. Actually, my senior year, everybody was talking about senior trips and all this stuff, and there was a time when it was like the stars aligned for like everything that I wanted out of a band and would go. And I was like, senior trips, this is my senior year. Man, my parents are totally gonna go for this. And I was like, Armor for Sleep, Taking Back Sunday, UnderOath were all in one tour. And I was like, for my senior trip, whatever these seniors are talking about, I need a ticket to this tour. I will fly to whatever city's happening and just put me up for like 2 nights, and that'll be like, I'll die happy. I'll graduate happy. This is amazing. As you can imagine, my parents did not go for that. And I think it was laced into like, if you want to go do this, then you'll go save money, so you should get a job. And like, that was like my, I don't know, like my foot into the door of just like picking up odd jobs. But then as I was picking up odd jobs, I also forgot why I was picking up odd jobs. Like it was like this parental distraction thing that it was just like, I know Michael said that he wanted to go see this concert, but if he just does a shit ton of odd jobs, it'll distract him from what he was thinking of originally. It worked. And then I graduated, and I thought about it where I was just all like, there was something I was supposed to do. There's something I wanted to do. Oh well. But then as soon as I left the state, then I was like, okay, I'm seeing these guys. I'm tracking them down. I remember my first show. It was in the middle of Texas. I drove down. I met the band. This was like 2016, well after like, because they came out in like 2004, 2003. So it was like well after the stuff where it was just like, look, I hold on to you guys in high esteem. If everybody else has forgotten about you, or if your numbers are dwindled, that's on them. Meanwhile, you're on my top rated list like 25 times. I'm not going anywhere. I saw these guys in Texas. They put on a show. I met the band. I was like, this is epic. There was ever a time to like become an ultra fan for life, it was like that. It happened then. I was like, you took a photo with me, you talked with me outside your tour bus. I'm not going anywhere. You guys are awesome. So this last tour that they've been on the 20th anniversary, their Only Chasing Safety tour. Incredible. 20 years of this same album. Yeah. Okay. What do we got to do? So I looked up what cities they were going through, and I was like, West Coast, Seattle, Portland, California. I was like, I'm gonna catch them somewhere. This is epic. And they had VIP packages, and I was like, I gotta get that for $110. Oh, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that for sure. But since it was so early, I forgot to check back. So then by the time I saw that I was like, wait a second, they're on tour. I checked Seattle. Tickets are sold out, and they're in the most congested area of the city. I'm just like, I don't want to even fight tooth and nail. I don't even want to fight to get down there. So then they go to Portland, and then I was just like, I sprint to Portland. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. As soon as I enter the city limits to purchase my ticket, sold out. So now I'm over here checking Craigslist and I'm just all like, hey, your ticket is about to be null and void within the next 2 hours. And I get it from you from a discounted rate. Ultimately, the Portland show sells out. I talk to Craigslist people. I talk to the venue and I'm hoping that some VIP credentials become available because I wanted that, but they were sold out. I'm hoping some regular tickets become available because I don't want to go through Craigslist to get it. I was just like, just give me an admission. The like head of security comes up to me and she's like, actually there's this thing called a Good Samaritan ticket where if somebody purchased 3 tickets but only 2 people show up and they're just like, hey, give that 3rd ticket away to someone. There's like, there might be somebody that's gonna give that ticket away to someone. So if you check back and circle back with us later on, you might be able to get in here free. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back in an hour and see where we're at. Cause I was trying to get into the VIP stuff and I showed up early and I was just all like, if I can meet them again and like maybe they'll remember me. I just didn't have the credentials and I didn't purchase the package early enough. And then by the time I remembered to purchase it, it was already sold out. It was too late. So I go to my car, I chill, I come back to the venue, Good Samaritan ticket was available. Boom. I go in, I see these guys rock the actual venue. It was amazing. Static Dressed open for them. It was just like, this album, this tour, this time, it's awesome. How am I not gonna be stoked on this? It was just like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I can't think of anything else that's gonna top this moment. As I'm leaving, I see the freaking VIP plaque and I'm just like, this is heavy laminated, holographic, it's clean. It is so impeccable that I'm like, I need that in my life. I'm just like, this freaking, first off, this album art, I'm just like, this has to be in my possession. I need this. What can I do? I wait around the venue for a little bit to see if anybody like discards their VIP credentials. That's not gonna happen. I wait around the venue, like I circle back, like I go get something to eat and I come back. Their big blue tour bus is still there and I'm just all like, would I be annoying if I like knocked on their tour bus and asked for just like handouts for something? I'm just like, man, how am I gonna do this? There's no way. So I'm actually like on the street that their tour bus is parked behind at like 10:30 at night and they're leaving Portland and I'm just all like, okay, I'll see you guys later. And I check it, I'm just all like, I might be able to catch them. Where are they going to next? Tell me why this band is going from the middle of Portland to Las Vegas on their next show. Like not even like I'll catch you at the next city and I'll just be there in the morning when you get there, but like 15 hours to Vegas in 2 days until their next show, which isn't gonna be like it's not even a VIP accessible place because it was just like a random huge show. Like not like Warped Tour stuff, but it was just like, hey, there's 6 bands playing and UnderOath is gonna be one of them. And I was just like, there's no way I'm going 15 hours to Vegas. This is ridiculous. I'll catch up with them. I'll figure this out later on. By this point that I know that they're going to Vegas and then after that show, they are literally out of the Pacific Northwest. They're gone. They're going across the country. I'm just like, this is, okay, it's not even that big of a deal. I don't even care. I don't even care. Take your lanyard. I don't care. Until I really care. Until I care like a lot. And so I'm like, okay. Who do I know in upcoming cities? And I start looking through these cities and I'm trying to catch them way ahead where I'm just all like, look, you're going to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Do I know anybody in Iowa? You're going to Detroit. Do I know anybody in Michigan? And then it's not only do I know somebody in Michigan, but then it's just like, hey, I don't know what you're doing later on, but do you mind going to this concert venue, picking up some VIP credentials, meeting this band? You don't even have to stay for the concert, but just get the credentials and then drop those in the mail for me, and nobody's going for it. I'm striking out where it's just like, I don't know anybody in Iowa. That's gone. My Detroit friends, I can't make it. That's gone. I forgot where the next cities were, but it's just all like, I'm over here looking at, do I know anybody in the middle of Asheville, Kentucky? Or do I know anybody in Ohio? And I'm just like, all these cities, all these opportunities are knocking off. And I'm just all like, short of me DMing people on Instagram randomly of just be like, hey, I will buy you a VIP package. All I want is a lanyard when you get there. I'm just like, I'm running out of ideas. And not like I'm running out of friends, but I'm running out of people that are gonna intersect with this band. So then I go to Florida and I'm looking in Florida shows, and this is the last of their shows until, and after Florida, they're going to Europe. And I'm just like, this is it. And I know they have a stack ton of these lanyards. I'm just like, get me one of these lanyards in this year, in 2024. I want this to happen before Christmas. I look up the Florida dates. I'm thinking of who I know in Florida. The list is very short. And I'm also looking at the site and everything is like, they're playing Florida like 5 different nights in 2 different towns. The VIP packages are selling out quick. And then finally on like the last night of the Florida tour, I'm like, 174, I'm buying a VIP package. And then guess what I'm doing? I'm asking random strangers to attend for me. Hey, I'm buying your lanyard. All I need you to do is go to the show, meet the band, get an autograph if you can, and then drop it in the mail. Easy as that. I follow the freaking fan page. I follow the Instagram page. I'm DMing people at random, just wondering, hey, can you do this for me? I will buy your no takers, no takers, no takers. The day before, this guy actually bites back and he's like, I'll go to the concert for you. I'll give you the credentials. And it's like this sketchy kind of like, not this sketchy guy, but it's a sketchy exchange because I'm just all like, okay, I just need to like give you my VIP credentials. And he's just all like, okay, well go into Ticketmaster, transfer it to me. And it was just like, it felt like a huge gamble. It feels like it's like, okay, this guy's just gonna scam me out of a ticket. Like he has no loyalty to me because I don't even know this guy. But he's following the Instagram pages. He's following the fan page. If we're fans of this band, you gotta have my back, right? And he does. And he's like, okay, Ticketmaster's through. I'll see what I can do about the lanyard getting signed for you. Is there anything else? And I was just like, oh, I'm making this up as I go. I don't know. I end up getting, I was like, let me get my logo. Let me get that blown up into a poster and have them sign the poster. So then even if this guy is going in my stead, then I can at least be like, I'm kind of there too. But like this guy is there because of me and he's already gone to one of the shows and he was a VIP too. And I was just like, I'm gonna go in spirit, but you're gonna go in person and then you're gonna give me all the credentials and I'm gonna get some autographs out of this thing. I find this print shop, they print out my logo. This guy says he can grab it on the way to the show because he's gonna be like a photographer for him and stuff. And I'm just all like, things are clicking. This is working. It's working. This plan is working. I am ecstatic. He picks up the credentials. He picks up the poster. He goes to the pre-show. He meets the band. They sign the lanyard. They sign the poster. They think that it's so hardcore that I'm actually like, I got this plan in motion. And I was like, you're not the only one because I didn't think this would even happen. And so this is happening. And like, I know that I purchased the VIP package, but I'm really just hoping that lanyard shows up. And I'm really just hoping that my entire poster shows up because I'm just like, you get these autographs, this is gonna be the best Merry Christmas ever. This guy goes to the concert, gets the stuff. He's just like, sweet man, that was awesome. I'm gonna drop this in the mail for you before Christmas. And I'm like, thank you so much. This is literally the pair of shoes, the Jordans that I got, and this lanyard are like the things that I'm just like, that's all I want under the tree. This is it. You did it. Thank you. And the next 2 days, this guy's like, I'm gonna go to the post office, we're gonna get this in the mail. I'm like, sweet, let's do this. I figure he's cool paying for postage because I paid for his concert ticket for a VIP badge, and this is his second time being VIP. He's already gone once. This is his second time going in. I'm getting the second lanyard because he already has this first lanyard. This is perfect. And this guy's like, I'm like, look, just take the lanyard, drop it in snail mail, but now that you have this poster, okay, find this cheap box that you can just drop it into. And he's just all like, are you gonna, this is when it starts getting weird because he's like, are you gonna like Venmo me for the postage and stuff? And I was just all like, do you think the postage is gonna be over $174? Because that's how much I paid for that concert ticket for you to enjoy and meet the band for a second time. So how about you just work with me here? And he's like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. And I was like, I would hope so. You're in the middle of Florida. I'm on the West Coast. Can you do this for me? All I'm asking you to do is drop it in the mail. He's like, okay, I think I can do this. I'm just like, I believe in your abilities. You got this. So this guy says that he drops it in the mail. I'm like, now I gotta be vigilant bad cop. How much was it? It was like $30, I guess. Okay, send me the tracking number. Here's the tracking number. Sends a receipt. It's all legit. I'm just like, I got a stranger to go to a concert for me. I got a stranger to get autographs for me, and he's dropping this in the mail for me. This is happening. And he sent me the tracking. This is happening. He sends me the tracking on December 8th. It says it's leaving Sarasota, Florida. It says it's leaving Sarasota. It says it's leaving Sarasota, Florida. And that's the end of the track. Whether it's damaged, whether it was lost, packages at a standstill. The lanyard I know exists because he sent me pictures of it. The poster I know exists because he sent me pictures of it. The tracking, the package, I'm just like, bro, like what's going on? Like, I've never had this big of a discrepancy with a package at all. And now you're telling me that like you drop it in the mail and he's just like, yeah, dude, I gave it to him. He scanned it and everything. And I was just like, you sent it the way that you would want it sent to you, right? Like insured, everything, like we're good. And he's just like, yeah, I wrote it down. I wrote it everything perfect. Should be there. Like, it's not here. And then come to find out that like he taped the, like he got one of the peel labels on there and he didn't tape it on there. Like it wasn't like secured, like it was like precious cargo. And I'm just all like, okay, so give me the details, give me the tracking. It's insured for like up to $100 or whatever. I was like, care about the $100, want the lanyard. That saga is a different saga because this video is mostly just to say that my VIP package did show up. So let's unbox this. I don't know if it's like a consolation prize or whatever, but it's like, all right, I already bought this bad boy. Let's see what we twerking with. It's also hard to stay mad too, because I'm just like, I love these guys so much. I'm like, okay, at least something came through the mail, right? Oh, cheese and rice. Oh, how do you do it? Oh my gosh. They're Only Chasing Safety abbreviated issue 1 comic book. Pretty cool. Wasn't expecting this. I saw this, but I was just all like, if anything, I just like the artwork, because this artwork has been popping up on my playlists for years. For years. How do you get away from this? This shit too clean, bro. Listen, I saw this on the site and I was like, sweet, vinyl. I don't have a player, but for this album, for this band, shoot, I'll do it. Tour, VIP, exclusive, it's epic. It's got the entire, this is it. So the lanyard looks like this reflective, this kind of like just epicness. And you're just like, I want that in my life. I'm hoping that the Postal Service is able to find what I'm missing, because like, this is cool, but like, I want the whole package, if that makes sense. I love these guys so much. Spencer just had his birthday. Spencer just announced that he was getting engaged. It's like, man, depending on if we lost a drummer or we gained a drummer back, I'm rocking with these guys. I've rocked with them for their albums. Once it started going digital, then it was like, I'll buy that album in person. I'll buy that album digitally. Either way, I'm apprised of what these guys are doing because I love them that much. So, they're Only Chasing Safety. 20th edition, 20th anniversary. Epicness. I'm not saying this is a consolation prize, I'm just saying that this is what I got so far, and I'm hoping for more. Frickin' A, I love these guys.